very good morning to one and all my dear students. Welcome to this chemistry digital class. As you know that yesterday we have started our unit 14, that is biomolecule. The name of the chapter is biomolecule. As already I told you the meaning of biomolecule. The chapter come from two words, bio plus molecule. Bio is related to living things. Okay, the study of living things is called biology, and the concept related to living things is called bio, and molecule is those compounds which present in our body, like glucose, fructose, cellulose, protein, fat, nucleic acid, DNA, RNA, all those molecules which are combination of element in a fixed ratio. Those about those elements we are going to study. So let's understand the meaning of biomolecule with the introduction. So according to this paragraph, the most incredible aspect of living system is that it grows, sustain and reproduce. Yesterday when I was checking your previous knowledge, so when I asked that what is the difference between living and non-living organism, the students, they were saying that living organism can breathe, sir. Living organism can grow, sir. Living organism can have continuous life, sir. Living organism can reproduce and produce their own kind of individual, sir. But non-living cannot do all these things. So the most remarkable things about a living thing is that it is composed of non-living atoms and molecules. That also we have studied. I mean, all the living things, inside the living things, it is composed of atoms and molecules. Now see what is the sweet relationship between living and non-living, or biology and chemistry. Because many students, they might confuse that why sir is teaching in chemistry this bio chapter. Yeah, why there is this biology chapter in chemistry. So dear student, the biomolecule chapter you have studied in +1 also in biology, under biology subject. But here we are talking biomolecule under chemistry subject. Now what is the difference? In biology you have studied about enzymes, structure of DNA, then obviously glucose, fructose. You studied their biological function. Okay, but here in chemistry you will study about how these carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, nucleic acid, these are composed by atom and molecule. So the study of various chemical changes, taking place within the living system. The chemical changes taking place within the living system falls under a subject that is biochemistry, and biomolecule is the topic of biochemistry, in which all living systems are composed of various complex organic compounds, namely carbohydrate, proteins, fats, lipids. Fats or lipids are same, nucleic acid. So basically four are there: carbohydrate, protein, fats and lipid, and nucleic acid. These organic compounds are referred to as biomolecules. Now these organic compounds are called biomolecule. It means that in this particular chapter we will talk about information about carbohydrate, protein, fat or lipid or nucleic acid under biomolecule chapter. Carbohydrate and fats, the proteins are essential constituent of our food. It is present in our food also. In addition, some simple molecule like vitamin and mineral salt also play an important role in the function of organism. Okay, so let's start the chapter with the carbohydrate. Start biomolecule. So as we have studied that, we have discussed that the unit 14 we have started yesterday, that is biomolecule, in which we talked that bio is living and molecule is composition of elements. So dear student, this is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of various chemical composition, changes that is taking place within the living organism is called biochemistry. Biochemistry is the subject in which the study of various chemical changes that is taking place within the living organism they are talking about, and those changes are bringing due to the composition of various complex compounds. These compounds are organic compounds such as carbohydrate, fat, protein and nucleic acid. So you understood the meaning of biomolecule. Now in this particular chapter about biomolecule, we have divided the biomolecule chapter into 4 parts, in which first is carbohydrate. We will talk about carbohydrate. Second is protein. Third, fat and lipid, which is not given in this syllabus. And fourth is nucleic acid, in which extra vitamin and hormones has given. Now dear students, before going to start, let me recapitulate that in junior classes you have studied that the component of food, there are basically 5 components of food: carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin and minerals, in which carbohydrate and protein, these play very important role. These are the major constituent, and carbohydrate and fat are energy giving food. These are energy providing food, whereas protein is body building food. It is making structure of body, it is repairing the cell. And if we'll talk about nucleic acid, it is present in the cell of nucleus of the cell, where it is genetical. It gives us genetical transformation from one generation to another generation. Whereas vitamin is protecting food, and hormone is releasing in our body, which control so many growth emotions of our body. Okay, so major part of this chapter is carbohydrate and protein. So the basic unit of carbohydrate is glucose. मीन कोई भी कार्बोहाइड्रेट होगा वो ultimately it will break down into glucose. And protein, the basic unit of protein is amino acid. Okay, so these things you have studied in junior classes, so I will not take it in that much detail, but I will tell you what we are going to study in this chapter. In carbohydrate, there is carbohydrate divided into monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide, whereas saccharide is sugar. Saccharide means sugar, or you can say glucose. So mono means single sugar. If single sugar component is there, formula is C6H12O6. If single monomer, this is single unit of saccharide. This is single unit of saccharide. And mono mean one. When there is one monosaccharide, then there are only 2 examples. We have glucose and fructose are the example of monosaccharide. So particularly their preparation, their structure, their configuration, their property we will study in this particular chapter. Then we will come to the disaccharide, in which disaccharide we will talk about the two glucose now. Di mean 2. Okay, so sucrose, maltose, lactose are the basic example. So here property, structure and classification we will do. Polysaccharide, starch, cellulose, glycogen are polysaccharide, whereas starch, you know very well, it is also present when the plant is making food, it makes in the form of starch. Cellulose is also present in grass and planting substances. So properties, classification and structure are polysaccharide. In the end, we will talk about importance of carbohydrate. In this way, we will finish the carbohydrate part. The moment carbohydrate will finish, we will start protein. Protein is body building food. It is body building food, component of food, okay, or repairing the cell. So amino acid is doing that work, where we will study about nomenclature, classification on the basis of its molecular structure and on the basis of its structure. Globular and fibrous, which is very important. Protein is divided into 2, globular and fibrous, whereas on the basis of structure it is primary, secondary and tertiary amino acid. So we will talk about properties of amino acid, then structure of protein, which I told you. Here one small topic of enzyme is also given. Enzyme is a kind of again like a protein, it is also kind of protein which you studied in biology. Here you studied it in biology in detail, so I will not take it in chemistry, and it is not in chemistry. Fats and lipid is not given in this particular chapter. If we will talk about nucleic acid, so chemical composition of nucleic acid, where we are talking about DNA, RNA, okay, those things we will study. Structure of nucleic acid, structure of DNA according to Watson and Crick model you have studied in biology also. Then biological function of nucleic acid. And after that, in the last, there is small topic of vitamin, its deficiency, causes and its sources that we will study. One chart is there, that table we will study, and it will cover our all topics. Hormones, classification and function we will study. Okay, so this is all about in this chapter that we are going to study. Now let me introduce the topic 1, that is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. The word carbohydrate came from carbon plus hydrogen plus oxygen. It means that this is the composition of these molecules. Okay, these are this carbohydrate is the composition of these molecules. It means that this is the organic complex that is present in living body, which is composed of these elements: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and this is called biomolecule. So these are primarily produced by plant and form a very large group of natural occurring organic compound. Most of them have general formula CxH2O. The formula is, general formula is CX bracket H2O. If X is C is 1, then it will be also 1 1. If C is 6, then H is 12. C 2 is 6 2 is 12, and oxygen will also 6. Okay, so this is the general formula. and were considered as hydrate. It is called hydrates because H2O is there of carbon, from where the name carbohydrate was derived, जहाँ से carbohydrate नाम derived हुआ है. The molecular formula of glucose C6H12O6. This is not new thing for you. You know very well. Fats into the given formula is C6H2O6. What all the compound which fit into this formula may not be classified as carbohydrate. For example, acetic acid CH3COH. Similarly, all the carbohydrate do not fit into the formula. Romanose C6H12O5 is there now. This is not fitting in this formula, but it is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate but doesn't fit in the formula. This is carbohydrate but doesn't fit in formula. So sometimes it is not all the time this formula will be fit for carbohydrate. Sometimes some molecule are there which is not carbohydrate like acetic acid, but it follow all the formula. Sometimes Romanose which is not fit in this formula, but it is carbohydrate. So large number of chemical reaction, it has shown that they contain specific function group. Thus chemically carbohydrate may be defined as, this is the definition of carbohydrate, optically active polyhydroxy. ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव पॉलीहाइड्रोक्सी मतलब अगर आप इसके स्ट्रक्चर को देखें तो ये एक्टिवली पॉलीहाइड्रोक्सी होता है, बहुत सारे OH होते हैं इसमें, एल्डिहाइड भी होते हैं, कीटोन भी होते हैं, और द कंपाउंड विच प्रोड्यूस सच यूनिट ऑन हाइड्रोलाइज. सम ऑफ द कार्बोहाइड्रेट आर स्वीट इन टेस्ट which is called sugar. That's why the name is called saccharide. These constitute an important class of compound like glucose, fructose, sucrose, starch, cellulose, which play a vital role in our daily life. Carbohydrates are also known as saccharides. Okay, so there are three different type of carbohydrate, as I told in classification: monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide. Okay, so if we'll talk about monosaccharide, there is a, you know very well, this is simplest carbohydrate which is composed of single unit of saccharide, and it cannot hydrolyze further to give simpler unit. Okay, and which is called monosaccharide. It may consist of 6 carbon atom, about 20 monosaccharide. 6 carbon atom. It has 6 carbohydrate and about 20 monosaccharide are known to in our nature nowadays, that is glucose, fructose, ribose, but particularly we are talking in this chapter glucose and fructose. Second is oligosaccharide, a carbohydrate which gives 2 to 10 monosaccharide. 2 से 10 monosaccharide के बीच की unit is known as oligosaccharide, and on hydrolysis it is called another oligosaccharide. They can be grouped further into di, tri, tetrasaccharide. It depends upon the actual number of monosaccharide unit. They give on hydrolysis. Among these, the most common are disaccharide. The 2 monosaccharide unit obtained by hydrolysis of a disaccharide may be same or different. Sucrose is the which give 1 molecule of glucose and fructose each, whereas maltose give 2 molecule of glucose. Whereas in polysaccharide carbohydrate which gives a large number of monosaccharide unit on hydrolysis, which are called polysaccharide. Starch, cellulose, glycogen, these are the example. These are not sweet in taste, therefore they are called non-sugar. So starch, cellulose, glycogen are polysaccharide, they are non-sugar. Why? Because they are not in sweet in taste. Carbohydrate may also be classified as either reduced or non-reduced sugar. In reduced sugar, carbohydrate in which ketonic and aldehyde group are free and capable to reducing Fehling solution or Tollens reagent. So sometime we are doing in lab these tests, Fehling's reagent and Tollens reagent. So obviously we have one practical related to this biomolecule, so that I will perform the moment chapter will proceed. There you will understand what is Fehling and Tollens reagent. Okay, monosaccharide like glucose, fructose and ribose are reducing sugar. Non-reducing sugar, carbohydrate in which aldehyde or ketonic group are bonded and are not capable of reducing Fehling solution. These are non-reducing. Disaccharide like sucrose, polysaccharide like starch, these are non-reducing. It means that very simple, monosaccharide are reducing sugar and disaccharide and polysaccharide are non-reducing sugar. But somewhere on the basis of number of carbon atom and functional group present in them, monosaccharide are further classified into aldose, ketose. In aldose and ketose also. Why aldose word? It came from aldehyde. Aldehyde group is present in monosaccharide, then it is called aldose. ये छोटे-छोटे question हैं that you need to keep in your mind. If in a monosaccharide aldehyde group is present, then it is called aldose. For example, sugar containing 3, 4, 5 carbon atom are aldotriose, aldotetrose, aldopentose. Whereas ketose, ketone group, in monosaccharide contain ketone group. Here keto group, C double bond O. You know very well but difference between aldehyde and ketone. Then it is called ketose, and its sugar contain 2, 3, 5 carbon atom. This ketotriose, ketotetrose, ketopentose, etc. Okay, so this is all about the classification only. Now in tomorrow's video I will tell you about the structure, although I'm going to send this PDF to you. So from this PDF you will understand the basic structure of glucose. Practice, and tomorrow this is the you can see these are the composition structure of glucose. Okay, these are the dextro levorotatory structure of glucose. Okay, cyclic structure of glucose is this. So I'm sending you this PDF. So on the basis of this PDF, please try to prepare your notes and try to understand this chapter. These chapters are very simple. Once you will read it with full attention, I am very much sure you will understand each and everything. Okay, so thank you very much. And in the last, before going to end, let me remind you that one homework I have given, that you had to submit up to Sunday. Okay, chalo, up to Sunday you have to submit that assignment which I have told you related to organic reaction. Okay, and keep on practicing that day reaction of the day also. So thank you. Take care of yourself, stay home and stay healthy. Thank you.